Hey Capricorn, I hope that you guys are all doing great. I send you much love and light. Welcome to your love reading for November. We're going to take a look and see what kind of energy is coming your way in love. How are things going to be for you? Maybe even who's coming your way. Okay, you guys, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn. I'm a psychic medium, and this is Passion and Heart Tarot. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys. Let's see what's coming in for you, Capricorn. Okay, before I begin, just want to take a moment to invite the white light of the Holy Spirit. So some energy's flipping over. I feel like it's a very generous energy. Generosity. So you may have like some kind of tables turn for you where you feel like you're getting back what you've put out there. Because this looks like a very generous energy, and with the Four of Cups in reverse, it's like the way that something goes from maybe the way someone felt like neglected or ignored or kind of like overlooked, even the energy flipping around. So it's almost like the good that you've put out there, Capricorn, you may start to feel it come back to you. It's like the tables turning, but then being welcoming to the energy. That's just a message for someone. I wonder what else Spirit will show us. Let's take a look. I can see Gemini's energy and Taurus. Are any of you dealing with a Gemini or a Taurus or a Virgo? All of that is here. Could be your moon or rising signs. There could be cross watchers. Or it could be someone that's coming your way. The overall energy that's here for the month ahead is just happiness, very, very celebratory energy. I mean, that's the energy of really feeling content and feeling in love. I wonder if any of you are going to like fall in love with someone this month, or maybe even just have, it's almost like a renewal, like a honeymoon. That's what this energy is. And I just see where there's major commitment that's here. Major commitment. It's not without little challenges being thrown in though, because I do see that here. I wonder if any of you could go through a period, or if you've gone through a period recently with your person of just like, it's almost someone feels like no matter what I do, I push you away. No matter what I do, you just won't be receptive to me. I feel like you're not listening. I feel like I don't know how to get through. That's how someone could feel recently. It could be your feelings or maybe even how your person feels. So there's like little challenges in the communication this month. You may be going through it now, or you may find that there's certain difficulties in communication in your love life this month. But I mean, it's nothing is going to mess it up in any way, because what I see here could even be like, are any of you getting married, or are any of you, because that's what the energy is like. I wonder if someone is going to get a proposal, or like just taking things to the next level, so to speak, the next level of the bond, because this looks like things become very permanent to me. I've been seeing that energy a lot for some of the other signs, like very permanent energy coming in. I just think it's important to remember to hear each other out, to try to be open, to try to be receptive, and really try to see things from the other one's perspective. I know that may be difficult. It's almost like even like pressure. I wonder if any of you feel like there's pressure with certain things in the connection, because I see these little challenges, but then again I see the way that nothing is going to keep the two of you from moving forward. Nothing, because this moves forward in a major way. I wonder if any of you will just get into a serious relationship this month, a serious relationship, and maybe even start to fall in love with someone very quickly. I mean, the Lovers, that's a beautiful energy to come through. Someone that when you connect with them, you will feel very close to them, like quickly, feeling so comfortable with each other, feeling like just, that's what it is, feeling that way. There's so, it's funny because there's so many vibes here of like love and marriage, but then it makes me wonder why there's these little challenges thrown in with communication throughout the month. Page of Wands. I wonder even if someone, just, I would say, you just to know this, Capricorn, you may even end up like having like little arguments. It's all emotionally based though. That's why these are wands, because it's like arguments, but it stems from an emotional place. Page of Wands in reverse. It could even be the way that someone like tunes the other one out, even could block the other one. It all stems from things being very, very heightened and very, very emotional. I think that the two of you feel things for each other that you've never felt before. And when things are so intense like that, it's like on 10, and things can get blown out of proportion. It can be kind of difficult to, I just know that when you have those kinds of emotions, people can get really, really sensitive when it comes to the other one, and that's where things get blown out of proportion. So just know that there's difficulties in communication. Okay, I want to look at the Seven of Wands. So even though there's these difficulties in communication, I mean, what you have here is like spectacular. Honestly, it's the way that it checks off every box in someone's like list of priorities that they want in a person, their list of their ideal person. It checks off every box. Just know that nothing is perfect. I know that some days with this person are incredible, and they, in your eyes and in their eyes, it may seem perfect. See, that's the thing about everything being so heightened, because the next day, if it just drops down to like 9 or 8, it's really blown out of proportion, but it's still beautiful. So I just feel like when you see this kind of energy, it just feels like so much is at stake. It's high, being very, very high, euphoric, romantic. Okay, I want to look at the challenges though, because then we can see, like, if you face it, how to overcome it, how to push past it. I just want to see a little bit further into that energy. Okay, so this is what happens. Getting so fixed on the present and not thinking about something from a long-term perspective. I feel like it's bullheadedness. That's what this energy is. Bullheadedness, like, no, I'm not going to entertain you. I don't want to hear what you have to say. This is my stance on it. It's being very, very headstrong. And I wonder if you feel like that's your energy, Capricorn. It could be who you're dealing with. Because it's like not thinking of tomorrow. It's just because there's so many highs here. So one of the biggest challenges is the communication, and then not thinking about, okay, is this really worth it? Like in 5 or 6 days, are we going to be talking about this? Are we going to be thinking about this? A year from now, are we going to be thinking about this? The answer is no. But in those moments, I feel like someone gets so caught up in it that they're not like looking forward. They're not thinking forward. Their energy is like so present. So that's a challenge that I see, and that's something to kind of avoid. That's something to kind of avoid, is to think about things from a higher perspective. Think about things more long term, and to pick your battles. 5 of Pentacles coming through. You don't want to get into this place, Capricorn, where someone in the connection, and I say that because, you know, it could be you, but it could be them, to be fair, where someone in the connection just feels like they have to be right, or like they have to have the final say. You know, you don't know. It's not worth it. That's what I'm telling you, to pick your battles, because it's not worth it. And in a few days, you probably won't even remember what you were arguing about, or like getting into a debate about. Do you know what I mean? It really, it's beautiful in a way, because I know where all of this stems from, and it stems from just being like so blown away by the other one, being so emotional, and then those emotions makes the two of you very sensitive. Very sensitive. Like, no one can hurt you the way this person hurts you, and vice versa, and it's because you're in this so deep. It's funny because you're in it so deep, and you're so high at the same time. So wow, there's a lot of like euphoric energy. There's a lot that you have to look forward to, like almost like your heart beating so fast. There's a lot of excitement here. There's a lot of impulsiveness that's here. It's like going on a wild ride, kind of. So this month is not going to be boring between you and your person, or whether this is someone that's new coming into your life. It's like the two of you come together and you just lock this connection down. That's what it looks like. Like, we come together and you're already looking at each other like, this is my person. Do you know what I mean? You really, it's like a home. You come together, and even if it's a new connection, you're already like a part of each other's lives in a major way, already playing house with each other. That's what it's like. But so just be aware of some of the challenges, because it's beautiful, but then those challenges are there. I would say to try to avoid like really shutting the other one out, because I do see this energy of pushing the other one away, of kind of blocking the other one. I think that's why Spirit is telling me to tell someone that throughout the month to just kind of try and let yourself be more open to your person's perspective. And I know that that is very challenging. That's what I can see. Be open to it, and then really think about things deeply. Like, is this worth getting so invested in? Is this worth wasting time over? Okay, I'm gonna look at the page of wands, and I wonder if any of you maybe have someone that you want to get back together with. If you feel like, you know, you're in this place of like the argumentative energy, pushing each other away. That's even advice from Spirit on how to like kind of heal things. Nothing though will break the two of you apart. I feel like this bond is unbreakable. It has little emotional challenges, but the bond is unbreakable. It is. 7 of Cups in reverse around the page of Wands. It's important to remember to give each other space this month. That's what I can see. And don't take offense or take it personally if your person doesn't know exactly what to say when you want them to say it. Because I can see where someone is kind of silent, but then they're in their own head, like in their head is going a million miles a minute, but then they're not saying anything. I feel like this person does that because they don't want to mess up and they don't want to say the wrong thing, so they may say nothing at all while they process and think things through. To the other one on the receiving end of that energy, I know it can feel like you can take that personally, like you don't have anything to say. But just I see that weird vibe. That's why Spirit is telling me to tell you guys to remember to give each other space, because sometimes it is better to really think before you speak. At least that's what I know someone wants to do, because they don't want to say the wrong thing. So if you guys are in a weird place with someone now, but you truly know that this is your person, and there's this period of silence, that really is what it is. Someone is thinking of things like it's under a microscope in this person's mind. That's what they do. It's like, okay, but if I say this, and what if that, what if this, should I say like that or like this? It's about the communication, and they're like, it's under a microscope. They're picking every last little thing apart, and it's because they don't want to mess up. They don't want to say the wrong thing. So I would just remember to give this, to like maybe give them time. They will come forward. Nothing is going to keep the two of you apart or away from each other. It's a connection that's too strong. There's so much fate that's here. It's something that's meant to be. So that could be your challenges now with someone. Just know that it's going to end up in an extremely happy place. Or it's something to keep in your mind, Capricorn, if you face these challenges throughout the month with your person. Or even if this is a newer connection, you know, those little characteristics of getting to know someone, that's, I feel like Spirit is telling us the most important things to be aware of when it comes to communication and the challenges. So what I feel Spirit is showing me for your love reading, Capricorn, is more of an overview of the dynamic. But for others of you, you know, it may make you feel really happy to know that you have a very, very significant connection, that this is like a permanent connection that's coming in. But I just see those little challenges that get thrown in, and I feel like we got a lot of good advice from Spirit about what could be going on with them, especially if they are silent, and what to avoid, how to overcome certain things. But I just feel like you guys are ultimately going to be very, very happy. I know that when you feel things so deeply and it's so heightened like that, when you go through something like this, it just feels like sometimes you can't see your way out of it. And it's which is actually kind of special in a way because of how deep the feelings go. It's like caring so much, loving the other one so much. You know, you don't want someone that's like, whatever, I don't care. No, this is like caring so much. And I feel like maybe even, I pick up on the energy here of someone that can be very stubborn. Like once they get something in their mind, it's difficult for this person to kind of back down. That could be how you are, Capricorn, or it could be how your person is, but that is what I can see going on. That's what I see coming in. For those of you that are single, just get yourself ready for a very intense connection. And I just feel like these could even be little growing pains of getting to know someone. And if any of you here are separated from your person and you're having difficulties in the communication now, maybe just consider some of the advice from Spirit and just know that you guys are absolutely going to be together. Nothing can keep the two of you apart. All right. And for those of you in your connections now, maybe you're in your permanent connection now, married to your person, just be aware of, you know, those challenges. Okay, Capricorn, that is what I can see coming in for you guys for November. I send you much love and light. Thank you so much for being here with me for your love reading. Please don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment. Please let me know what's going on. Subscribe, share the video. Thank you guys for everything, and I'll see you in the next reading.